Hello my friends, this is Andre again. It's been a while since I posted a video because I've been busy, been traveling. But today I want to give you a 1-year update. It's actually been 1 year and couple weeks. And I just want to talk about a couple things that I learned for the past 1 year. So I want to show you that, I don't know if you can see this, but it says 723. So far I've done 723 rides. That's within a year and a couple weeks. So today I want to talk about a couple things. My video is going to be a little bit longer than usual because it's a 1-year update. It's kind of like 1-year review. So let me start with safety. LYFT. The reason why this video is going to be pros and cons of LYFT, and also I'm going to give you a couple tips that I learned from my experience. So first I'm going to start with the pros. I like the LYFT app because the way the app is set up, and it's very important that you have the right tools. I like that they have my profile. I have the passenger profile, and actually I can even tell before I accept request. I can see their score. I can see what they have. So as you can see, my account is still open. So number 2, tips. I like that LYFT app has options for people to leave tips. This is what Uber does not have, or other companies. But today I want to concentrate only on LYFT. This is a very good option, and last time I checked, LYFT paid out over $200 million just in tips. That's a huge amount to give back to their drivers. So number 2, why I like LYFT. Number 2, it's very unique. Sometimes you're going to be in the area working, and because of strikes, because of something going on with another company, people want to use LYFT instead of Uber. So obviously you would turn the app on, and there was days where there was not a lot of these days, but there was days where I had more rides with LYFT than Uber. Very seldom, but it does happen. So I like that uniqueness that sometimes in the past, sometimes you cannot control the situation, and you have to use LYFT instead of other transportation network company. Now, the third pro that I liked on the app is anytime you arrive to destination, you click arrive, and automatically it starts your 5-minute clock. The other transportation network companies doesn't do that. Sometimes when I use, for example, Uber, I have to come in. It just says that the driver is notified or the passenger is notified, but there's no way I know if he even received that message. So sometimes when I arrive using other platforms, I would send a text message saying that I'm here. Now with LYFT, because it's unique and they invested a lot of money into their app, because they invest so much money into this app, they have that option where you come in and you just click, and this is what happens. It tells you that you arrived. Well, before I'm going to talk about the cons, I want to kind of give you just a kind of overview of my car, so you know the car that I've been using, the family car. I want to kind of show you. This is sometimes works with other transportation network companies. Look, it says here, tips are not expected but greatly appreciated. And then it says, enjoy the safe ride. I also have a sign for non-smoking for people that people are in the passenger seat. I want to get out and kind of show you how it looks on the side. Check this out. This logo you gotta have. if you're using Lyft or Uber. Now, I want to open the car. This is the back actually. You gotta have these stickers in the back. I got one on the left side too. But I want to show you something. I want to show you, for example, if people are sitting on the right side, which is the more popular seat, see I have this no smoking sign too. And I also have it on this side also. It's very important, if you want to be successful, you gotta have these signs, because where I work in Northwest, people have to have like, some people don't know, but sometimes they ask and they say, well, can I smoke in your car? And I tell them that you can't do that because it's against the rules, because Lyft and Uber doesn't allow people to smoke in your car. And the reason is because you have people coming in, and some people might be allergic after that passenger that just left. Plus, I don't smoke, and I don't want to have people to experience smoke or that. So now let's talk about cons. Now, here's what I don't like about Lyft. Number one is that they have this option. If somebody rates you 3 or less, you will never be with the same person again. So if a passenger rates you a 3, you will never be matched with the same passenger. So that's why I don't like that. And I don't like that Lyft rating system is based on last 100 rides. So you could be doing good. You could be doing, you could do 100, 500 rides, but because the last 100 rides, you begin to notice the big difference. And here's why my rating begins to drop, is because you got some weird people, but I'm going to talk about that after I'm going to list my cons. So number 2, Lyft doesn't have the same option for surge pricing. They call it prime time. So they would have like this pink area that you go in, but sometimes by the time you get there, it's gone. But sometimes if it's like right after a soccer game or a football game, it might be around for 2 hours, but it's only in that area. And once you leave that area, you're not going to get your 50% prime time. So that's another one I don't like. That's another con I don't like. Because let's say, for example, Uber uses surge pricing, and I've seen surge as high as like 4.7 or 4.9. So I can make really good money when it's surging through another platform. Number 3, sometimes they do offer guarantee hourly wage, but you have to be available only exclusively with Lyft for 50 minutes out of 1 hour. So you have to be available to work 50 minutes out of 1 hour, otherwise you're not going to get your guarantee hours. So this is the 3 cons I don't like about Lyft. And I'm going to give you a couple tips that I have learned from my experience for 1 year. There's people that might try Lyft for a month and they give up. Some people might get their app deactivated after 100 rides because the rating is so low. As you can see, I've done 723 rides. So I'm speaking from experience. Here's my tips. If you're signing up with Lyft, here's what you got to do. If I can do it over again, I would avoid working between 12 a.m. and 4 a.m. This is where you have a lot of passengers that sometimes they're leaving after restaurants and they're drunk. And it's not like they would leave you a bad rating, but sometimes if the person is tipsy or he's drunk, he can accidentally, instead of pressing 5, press a 1. And it hurts your rating like you would not believe. So if you can avoid working between 12 a.m. and 4 a.m., no matter how tempted you are, just avoid it. Number 2, don't accept college kids with a rating below 4.55. Trust me, those college kids, at the end, they will also give you a low score if you accept them. So if I can do it over again,